And a look behind the curtain here. Final preparations for the challenge ahead. Hoping to come out of the gates strong. There is no better way to start off the new year than with the NBA here on 2K Sports. Here with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. And we've got Allie LaForce reporting from the sideline. As we approach the halfway mark, let's take a look at how everything stands out west. You look at the Jazz. This hasn't been the kind of year they envisioned. Time running out. And, of course, Los Angeles, just a couple spots back. And checking out Utah's opening lineup, Butler out there with Josh Hart. Then there's Richardson. Then it's Donovan Mitchell. And it's Turner in at the 5 down low. And for the Clippers, Cameron Johnson is out there with George. Then it's Batadze. And it's Kobe White. And it's Clarkson in at the 2. One thing you can say about this Clippers organization, GA, resources will never be a problem.
Yeah, passionate and deep-pocketed leadership. You throw in the market size, and even if they're not the glamour franchise in LA, they're no longer resigned to second fiddle.
The Clippers shooting their first free throws here for the night.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Now we know the Jazz have been up front. Before you can rebuild, Doris, you got to tear down. And that's what they've done.
And Kevin, that requires extraordinary patience. You have to be willing to trade away veterans who can contribute to winning. And you have to be willing to prolong the process in order to get max returns. But be under no illusions. Losing is hard on everyone.
The 3 from George. Rebound, Utah. Last time they met was in Utah.
Yeah, torrid shooting in that one. Some of it was good play calling. Some of it was just making tough shots.
Well, give credit to a couple of their guys for their complete locked-in nature. They were just focused, and they made everything they looked at.
Clock at 4. Here's Butler. It's hauled in by George.
And the way he was able to reach out towards that release had an impact.
Well, no question, he altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it.
Oh, that's blocked.
Such a fantastic, competitive defender. Josh Hart, send it back.
You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejections. Wow.
And making a statement right away, letting them know they won't get any easy ones when he's around.
On the wing, George, defended by Butler. 3 on the clock. Here's Clarkson. The 17-footer goes down.
Well, Jordan Clarkson specializes at capitalizing on what the defense gives him. Nicely done in the mid-range.
Mitchell outside. That's no good. Misses his first shot of the night. For Los Angeles, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Clarkson finds Batadze. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on Miles Turner.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
The Clippers shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. We're so happy to celebrate New Year's Day with NBA action. Hoping everyone got enough sleep last night. Greg, I know you did, but Happy New Year nonetheless.
Yeah, and I know you didn't make it to the ball drop either, Kevin, especially since you had to prep for this game. Now, hopefully these players had the same mindset.
Batadze hits them both. And maybe more than any team in the West, GA, the Jazz, really committing to the rebuild.
Well, in the West, it seems like you got 13 or 14 teams all trying to win now, and it just doesn't work that way. So it's not just about talent, it's also about timing.
Fast break, here come the Jazz, trying to get something going. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Right, this is the size of Miles Turner because he's so skilled at using it to pick up these fouls.
Doris, what about Miles Turner? He views himself as more than just an athlete.
I think he views himself as a Renaissance man, very much into style and fashion. He considers himself an artist. If you've ever seen any of his creations, they are mind-boggling. Miles Turner has a ton of interests.
First one falls for him.
Well, Miles Turner understands how to use his size and length. Doesn't matter if he's blocking shots or going for his high release point jump shot.
Both free throws good from Turner. And in Tyronn Lue, the Clippers have one of the league's most highly respected and Doris coveted head coaches.
And think about it, Kevin. He signed an extension with the Clippers 2 summers ago. That was amidst rumors that the Lakers might have an interest. Remember, LeBron and Ty Lue go way back. But he is now committed long-term with this organization. That is smart business.
Boy, that's brutal. 1 for 5 to start. You have got to find your footing offensively.
Butler finds Turner. And here is Mitchell. The kick outside to Butler. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. Another miss by Utah. Los Angeles has gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. To the paint. There's Bitadze. And Bitadze throws it down.
And although an undersized center, more than making up for it with some serious hops.
Now Mitchell. Still yet to score. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
And Greg, what stands out most about Donovan Mitchell's game?
I think it's his consistency. He's a fearsome scorer pretty much since he set foot in the league. And with his pull-up game, he can get his shot off against anyone.
Free throw drops for Mitchell. And last season, the Utah Jazz DB finishing with the worst record in franchise history.
And that, Kevin, is a striking contrast from a period of time where the Jazz, one of the league's winningest teams. But you start to lose in the hopes that you can get high draft picks. But for all of that losing a season ago, they slide in the lottery, and patience is required yet again.
And DB, with Mitchell out there on the court, we have one of the most dynamic players in the NBA.
And Kevin, let's not forget one of the smartest as well. Donovan Mitchell played for Quinn Snyder early. He talks often about now understanding the game at a much higher level. We know Jordan Clarkson is a guy who likes to play fast. He's going to catch and shoot as soon as it touches his fingers.
Butler against George. And here is Butler. He's coming off a 13-point game against Boston.
And the way he passed the basketball was also a major factor. He created a ton of opportunities for his teammates, guys.
Now, here's Clarkson. In the game against Sacramento, very impressive. Nobody near George. Sinks the triple.
The countless hours Paul George has put into that three-point shooting, a huge part of his development.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Well, this guy typically a nice touch from mid-range, but obviously can't make them all.
Latrey. Utah with the rebound.
Boy, not his best quarter. He's trying to break through.
Butler deciding where to go with it. Jazz passing it around. Turner with the screen. Richardson, plenty of room to knock down the shot.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Now, here's Johnson. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Sacramento. Here's George, and Butler sends it back.
This guy's such a defensive leader. The intensity, the willingness to put yourself out there, that's a nice block.
Glad we got the chance to see that remarkable rejection.
And guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest, going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
Jazz trailed by 4. Mitchell outside. Pass to Butler. Jacks up a 3. The rebound by Bitadze. Bitadze's got 6 rebounds in the game.
Listen, let's not put it lightly. This guy has really struggled here.
Now White. To the middle. And White with the stuff.
And at 6'5", White more than capable athletically, like the aggressiveness there.
George against Butler. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Paul George.
Listen, we know this guy has got a solid offensive arsenal. You've got to stay on point defensively.
And Jimmy Butler is what some might call an old school kind of player. Would you agree, Greg?
Yeah, I mean, he's all toughness, grit, and basketball IQ. A tone setter at the defensive end who plays unselfishly. That guy is all about winning.
Here's what Utah's going with right now. Quentin Post comes in for Turner. And Draymond Green's subbed in for Josh Hart.
What you love about Jimmy Butler is leadership is hard. There's times where you've got to say tough things to your teammates. You need guys like Butler who will do it.
Now, here's Clarkson. He has 5. And Bitadze throws it down.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
I tell you, you can't get stops if you're unwilling to put in the work.
George against Butler.
Boy, how about the timing, the delivery? That is exactly how you set a teammate up.
White the pass to Bitadze. Lets the free fly. And it's White missing. Last outing for Utah, it was a loss to Boston. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. Cameron Johnson stays even. He said, I just try to come in and do my job every game, no matter what that looks like. And as somebody who shoots a lot of threes, some days can be better than others. So you just ride the waves while you can and focus on the next play. The next shot and your results, they'll be the results. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Allie.
And love the commitment from White. Took the bump, went up strong, and rewarded with 2 points.
And here's Mitchell from the arc. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. This game coming on the heels of their win against the Kings.
Yeah, and that one, their intensity on the offensive end was not matched by their opponent. That led to some easy buckets.
Well, let's give some credit to the coaching staff as well, recognizing the weaknesses in that defense and going after each one of them.
Green with a screen on George. Butler attacking. He scores the basket. That's field goal number 3 for him.
Signature move by Butler right there. Strong drive, followed by the finish through contact. That's him in a nutshell.
Here's White. Rebound by Mitchell. Jazz trailed by 6. Pass to Richardson. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Richardson's got his second basket.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Here's George, and George with the stuff.
And after all the injury setbacks, you see the elevation Paul George has. That is impressive.
To the inside. Shot's good by Butler.
Yeah, just catching your teammate in stride right there. That makes the game easy.
Clippers leading by 4. Clarkson outside. George sets a screen for Clarkson. There's the 3. A putback. Green with the rebound.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
And it goes down 2 points. Post has got his second basket of the night.
Yeah, in football they talk about passing to the spot and letting your teammate go get it. That's exactly what happened.
And Tyronn Lue wants a timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them. Steelers going with a whole new group out there. Here's a look at some of the stats for Donovan Mitchell.
The most positive thing about his last 10 games, the work on defense. His mindset has become very aggressive. The steals are up, and he's becoming a big factor on the defensive end.
There's a minute 34 left here in the opening quarter. Waters passes to Gonzalez. Now Wiseman. Clippers moving the ball around. Back to Gonzalez. 5 to shoot. Here's Russell. The rebound by the Jazz. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with Boston.
Yeah, I mean, hard time shooting the rock in that one. But they also didn't give themselves the best looks.
I think even when you get quality looks, there was an inability to stay consistent. It is hard to win on a cold shooting night in today's NBA. The scoring is just too good.
Here is Russell, following the basket by Chris Middleton. Pass to Sorber. Outside Gonzalez. 34 seconds left in the first quarter. That shot, no good. Here's Watkins. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Here's Sorber. No good, shot missing. Some solid defense from Butler. Down low. Pass to post. Here's Watkins. Can't hit from in close. Jordan Clarkson getting it done for Los Angeles. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Clippers. Guys?
They just came into this game with the mindset of sharing the basketball.
When you keep everyone involved at the offensive end, it keeps everyone engaged in other areas as well.
We've got D'Angelo Russell. Also Payne out there. And it's Sorber in at the 4. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Payne can't hit. Jazz shooting just 39% from the field, struggling to find that net. Stolen away. To the wing on the left. Shot clock at 6. Launches it. No good that time. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Fades. And that one's good. Green. Green's got the lead up to 2 now for Utah.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Pass to Wiseman. Now here's Payne. Back to Wiseman. And here's Payne. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Payne's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Russell against Butler. Deflects the pass. Post. Good, and Butler gets the assist.
Well, Jimmy Butler outstanding at creating opportunities for his teammates. He is not just a scorer, guys.
Here's Russell. Scoreless thus far. Jimmy Butler pulls it in.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
And it's out of bounds. Utah able to retain possession here.
Substitution for the Clippers. Cameron Johnson. Jordan Clarkson. Kobe White.
And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter.
good to see a player going all out for the game's this tight.
You know, G.A., he knows what his job is. Patrol the offensive glass.
And that's so demoralizing to your opponent. To play great defense and have the possession end that way, that's tough to take.
And Tyronn Lue wants a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. We've got a moment now to see this year's three-point contest and how it's shaping up. Let's take a look at some of the top candidates emerging as we see here some players who are likely to make the final cut.
Not too shabby of shooters on this list, Kevin. You gotta love the advancement and really the evolution of the three-point shot in today's game.
You look at Mitchell. He's all the way up there at number 2 in the voting for the three-point contest. Fans and the media know that he is one of the premier long-distance shooters in the league today.
And Kevin, not to take anything away from the other facets of his game, but let's face it, that three-point shooting is what puts him on a whole nother level.
And we'll keep you posted as we find out more and as we get closer to the three-point contest once we have our final list of official contestants.
Yeah, it's going to be very competitive. That's the one thing we all know. We got an incredible group of long-distance shooters in this league right now.
Here's Sorber. Jimmy Butler making his last shot. White goes in. Kicks it out to Johnson. Just 5 on the clock. There's the triple. The basket is good. That's his 6th attempt and his 3rd make.
An assertive offensive player. White knows he has the green light to rise and fire.
An efficient score, Coby White, effective with or great without the ball in his hands.
And that's a rare quality. A guard who can break you down off the bounce, but also willing to give it up and then zip to an open spot. It just makes him so difficult to defend.
And so the timeout by Will Hardy here. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Jazz making a switch here. Mitchell's checked in. And while we've got a moment, let's check out the best defenses in the NBA. 5th, the Jazz.
This is a team that takes pride on the defensive side of the floor. I mean, they play hard and they play together. They are a tough group to score on.
Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Inside, and Green slams it in.
How about the execution inside by Green? He's excellent at knowing when to attack down low.
And they call an illegal screen here.
And with a break in the action, let's look at the stats for Donovan Mitchell. Right around 25 points per, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists. And most important of all is his passing. He's a terrific distributor in their offense.
But certainly one of his best attributes, creating offense even when it looks like there's nothing there.
Now, here's Butler. 11 points in the game. Here's Sorber. Pass to Clarkson. And Quentin Pose gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Goga Bitadze is checked in for James Wiseman.
Now, into the lineup for your Clippers, number 35, Goga Bitadze.
Clarkson against Butler. Clock at 6. Clarkson for 3. Draymond Green with the rebound.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you've hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
Johnson outside. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
And let's check out a breakdown looking at some data for White. Unbelievable play for him over the last month. And he's in the top 20 in assists per game. His talent for creating easy buckets for his teammates is such an asset.
And yeah, he's a true professional at the free throw line. It's a part of the game where he excels. You want him at the line for you in crunch time. Richardson, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. Pass to Mitchell. Now here's Butler. He's got 11. And it's denied. Outside Clarkson. Here's Sorber, defended by Butler. Sorber, no good. For Utah, they've gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9. The Jazz working the ball around now. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Los Angeles Clippers. To the inside. Post with it. He's got 6. Pass to Butler. Johnson with the block.
Oh boy, how about Cameron Johnson not only contesting, but sending that shot back? That's nice.
And now let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
And in a close game, blocks like that are so clutch, and that could be a real difference maker here tonight.
George is checked in for the Clippers. Turner's checked in for the Jazz. Josh Hart comes in for Draymond Green. Mitchell finds Butler. Hart with the screen for Butler. Over George. Shots good by Butler. Butler's got the lead up to 4 now for Utah. And Greg, the way the floor is spaced now, how much would you enjoy playing in this current environment?
I'm lacing up my kicks as you say that. It would have been a lot of fun. But not only do you have more room to operate, defenders practically, they can't touch you.
Yeah, Jordan Clarkson has made some tough twos in his career, and he does so there.
Mitchell outside. Pass to Turner. Turner with the screen for Butler. From deep, Jimmy Butler!
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
And Tyronn Lue wants a timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over.
Time for your Clippers breakers.
Clippers trail by 5. Right the pass to Bitadze. Here's Clarkson. Bitadze is screen on Mitchell. Back to Bitadze. Turner with the steal. It's Richardson on the wing. Pass to Butler. Clarkson against Mitchell. Turner with a screen on Clarkson. Oh, tried to dunk it home, but drew the foul. It'll go to the line.
Well, you love how Miles Turner gets into space in the paint, makes it really hard for the defender not to lean in and get some contact against Turner.
Shooting 2.
That free throw good from Turner.
You just look at the trajectory of Turner's career. He was raw coming into the league, up and down for a number of years, but when he put it all together, he became the total package.
Green, he's checked in for the Jazz. No good on the second free throw. Clippers trail by 6. Left side, Clarkson. Mitchell with the steal. Down low. Richardson the pass to Green. It's Richardson on the wing. Turner with the screen for Richardson. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
Boy, he was anticipating a little bit more defensive pressure, and that's one you think he's going to make.
Here's Bitadze. Back to White. Bitadze is screen on Mitchell. Goes up from the top of the key. It's hauled in by Richardson. Jazz leading by 6. To the paint. Here's Green. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
You love it when a guy can put a slow start behind him and begin to ramp it up.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Utah.
And right from the jump, they've been working hard to establish themselves inside, using agility and power to get shots in the paint.
And the other thing that's working for them tonight, getting out into the open floor. A lot of the damage coming in transition.
And Green, no good on that one.
Well, there's so much you can come to depend on with Draymond Green. Certainly skill in terms of his passing and rebounding and defense, but how about the emotion and leadership as well, guys?
Here's Richardson. Clippers able to drain the 3. Pass to Mitchell. That's tipped. Now White. He had 25 points in the win against Sacramento. And Bitadze throws it down.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
Yeah, and give him credit for taking advantage in a close game. Those are the types of plays that can swing things in your direction.
Now, here's Richardson. His last outing, he had 18 points. Shot clock at 5. Over White. Another miss by Utah.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
Pass to Johnson. Here's George. Defended by Hart. Kicks it out to Johnson. It's George on the wing. Defended by Hart. Johnson wide open. He fires. That ball's nice speed that time from George.
The catch and shoot is exactly what you're looking for. Cam Johnson, one of the best shooters in the league.
Hart outside. Pass to Mitchell. Can they get it? The rebound by Bitadze. Los Angeles has gotten the three-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. 6 of 15. And stolen by Hart. Excellent D there from George.
Nothing more important than protecting the rim, folks, and that's exactly what they get.
George with the screen on Richardson. White against Richardson. White the pass to Bitadze. Clarkson outside. They now take the lead. Clarkson's got 6 points in the quarter.
This guy has been a key to their success tonight. He's been selective and efficient.
Turner dishes to Mitchell. Turner with a screen on Clarkson. Back to Turner. This one for 3. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Well, that's the great three-point stroke of Miles Turner, and has that feathery touch from deep, and his size really hard to guard.
And it's sent back by Mitchell. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. To the middle. And Turner kicks to Mitchell. Fires from deep. That one, no good. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. It's the Jazz leading by just 1. We'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
Hello, everybody. No lack of drama tonight. The Utah Jazz might be taking this one all the way down to the wire.
One thing in their favor, they're taking care of that basketball shot. In a close game, that can make all the difference.
No question about it. Their execution has been exceptional. Now let's go ahead and recognize the Player of the Month award recipients. In the West, Luka Doncic.
No stranger getting recognized. Doncic stuffs the stat sheet pretty much every night. Controls the pace of the game. Superstar.
Would you say he's a little bit like Magic?
Let's not get crazy, Ernie.
Thanks for joining us. Now let's toss it to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
Welcome back. The calendar has flipped over, and so have we, into the second half of our broadcast. We are seeing a tremendous game from Jimmy Butler.
He had a fast pass to the lane that first half. Got inside on demand.
Now, this guy is such a good finisher on the move, and so far the defense has not been able to counter it.
And it's Butler with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Jazz. They lead by 1. They can look forward to San Francisco after this game and a matchup against Golden State. That'll be game 2 of 4 straight on the road. Taking a look at the Jazz, they've got Richardson. Jimmy Butler is out there with Josh Hart. Then it's Turner. And it's Mitchell in at the shooting guard. Clarkson, the shot missing. Good D by Mitchell. The Jazz shooting a mediocre 41% in this one. And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you. The Utah Jazz are going young, but this is a franchise that has a winning history, and that culture is still around. Coach Will Hardy said, the messaging doesn't change. The players have bought into the little things that takes to win. This is a cohesive group that's committed to helping each other. Back to you.
Building the right way. Thanks a lot, Allie. And again, no good by the Clippers.
Third straight miss to start the half. Ouch.
Well, looking at Cam Johnson, Doris, what are your thoughts on the evolution of his career?
I mean, so much yet to be decided, Kevin, because when he came in, people thought he would be the prototypical role player, just a 3-and-D guy. But as he's matured, he's shown some high-volume scoring threat to him. So how this plays out will be interesting.
And here's White after Jimmy Butler made that last three-pointer. And it's White missing. Turner against Clarkson. Hart the pass to Butler. Wants to get it to Turner and does with the fadeaway. 6 on the shot clock. Richardson, that's a 2-pointer. The Clippers grab the miss. White's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Johnson. The shot's good on the assist by George. Johnson's got 5 points so far.
And they get one. Now 1 of 5 here in the third.
White against Richardson. Butler up top. He's got 22. Here's Hart. Excellent D there by Johnson. Clippers trailed by 5. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Well, Cam Johnson is getting better and better as a passer. That is on time right there.
Jazz have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Pass to Turner. The rebound by Bitadze. Bitadze's got 15 rebounds here tonight.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
That puts them in the lead. 17 points in the game.
Well, this is what they want from Jordan Clarkson. He's in the flow offensively, and so they continue to make sure he's touching the ball.
Mitchell passes to Richardson. Now Butler. Screen by Hart. Outside Butler. And he can't stop the run as he misses.
Bad defense, bad shot. Neither working on that play.
Here's Clarkson. An easy 2 points on the layup. And now a 3-point Clipper lead.
Jordan Clarkson showing he's capable of finishing inside.
And so the timeout by Will Hardy here. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. We get a break in the action. Let's take a moment to check out the NBA's leaders in steals. Second is Paul George.
And he's been a rock for them defensively. Just so many steals for him this year, and so many of them have been in key moments for his team.
It's Hart on the wing. Outside Butler, stolen by George. Screen by Bitadze. George against Turner. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Miles Turner.
Well, Paul George is a difficult defensive assignment precisely for this reason. He's going to force you into contact.
And he makes the first.
I think the experience Paul George possesses is so valuable to his team. This guy is such a seasoned vet.
And George drops them both.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Outside Butler. Turner with the screen for Butler. Shot to stop the run. Turner finds Butler. 5 on the clock. Over George. Not enough on that one as it misses.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
White setting the pick for George. From outside the arc. And again, no good by the Clippers.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones. And with that basket right there, it brings an end to that 12-0 run by Los Angeles.
Outside, George. Here's White. And the Clippers miss again. Jazz trailed by 3. Butler dishes to Mitchell. Back to Butler. Hart with a screen on George. And that one's good by Butler.
That's his 3rd triple this half, and that's after hitting only 1 before that.
Clarkson outside. Batadze setting a screen for Clarkson. And again, no good by the Clippers.
Boy, that's an example of a player taking what the defense gives you, just doesn't work out in his favor, right? He misses the shot.
Back to Turner for the lead. Good, and the assist goes to Mitchell. Mitchell's got his 4th assist in this one.
You can see how comfortable Miles Turner is on the interior. He knows he has the size and length to dominate.
And Tyronn Lue wants a timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Making a change here. Russell's checked in.
Number 5, D'Angelo Russell.
Clarkson looking for an opening. And they get it. Rebound, Utah. Turner's got 4 rebounds in this game. Pass to Butler. Look at the attack of Butler in the lane.
This guy has absolutely owned this quarter. This is how you lead by example.
Russell against Richardson. Batadze setting a screen for George. Misses the 3.
Nothing going his way. Boy, it feels like he's forcing it and to no avail.
Hart left side. Stolen by Clarkson. And George, here we go. And Butler sends it back. Utah with the rebound. Hart's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Pass to Richardson. For 3, Mitchell. The Clippers grab the miss. The Celtics will be coming into town for the next game, and that'll be the 4th of this 5-game homestand. Russell passes to George. George missing again.
Boy, this guy was able to connect from deep in the first half. Hasn't found the range since.
On its way from Turner for 2. Off the left rim and out. Clippers trailed by 4. Here's Batadze. 8 points for him. Back to Russell. Pass to Johnson. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Just remember, Cam Johnson is 6'8", so you've got to contend with that size once he's on the interior.
And let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for the Utah Jazz.
I think they put an emphasis on attacking the basket, and watching this, you can see why. They have just carved the defense up here with relative ease.
Also, they've been living in the lane. They're getting the ball in close, and it's had a devastating impact all game long.
James Wiseman, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Utah also making some changes. Quentin Post is checked in for Miles Turner. Green comes in for Josh Hart. And Middleton subbed in for Richardson.
You know what's interesting to me about Cam Johnson? He comes into the league with a reputation strictly as a sweet shooter. The fact is he's proven to be much more than that.
The shot by Butler, nobody around. Sinks the three-pointer. Butler's got 30 points.
Even though they have the lead, this guy keeping his foot on the gas pedal, I love it.
Clarkson against Butler. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Clarkson's got 7 points here in this quarter.
Well, Jordan Clarkson came into the NBA as an aggressive scorer, and in the mid-range, he is as good as it gets.
Middleton outside. To the paint. Here's Green. The rebound by Paul George. George has got 4 rebounds in this game. Clarkson passes to Johnson. George looking over the floor. Goes up with a stripe. Mitchell comes up with the rebound. Mitchell's got his 5th rebound in this one.
This guy is completely out of rhythm this quarter. He just can't get going.
Now here's Butler. He has 30. Fires for 3. It's hauled in by George. Pass to Russell. Mitchell against Johnson. Outside, George. Clarkson. That ball, nice feed that time from George. George has got his 4th assist in this one. Mitchell passes to Middleton. Outside, Butler. Green with a screen for Butler. Outside, Green. Drills the three-pointer. Green's got 9.
Wow, we're accustomed to seeing Draymond Green make the pass, but how about that catch-and-shoot delivery? Nice.
Outside, George. Back to Russell. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Pass to Clarkson. Lets it go with the 3. A rebound by the Jazz. Mitchell looking it over. Sweet move. Mitchell finds the high percentage bucket inside.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
From deep, George. The rebound by Middleton.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
Now here's Butler. His numbers are looking pretty good. He's got his scoring average up around 18.5 points a game. 6 to shoot. And it's Russell with the rebound. In the corner, it's Clarkson. Hits it from three-point range. Clarkson's got 12 points in just the second hit. Jimmy Butler has been on display for the Utah Jazz. And his big game just keeps getting bigger. That quarter sees him get over 30 points. And we'll be right back after this. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the two-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
Well, having multiple playmakers on the floor makes you a much tougher team to defend.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Kobe White is out there with D'Angelo Russell. Then there's Wiseman. And it's Zorber in at the 4. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Butler finds Middleton. There's a screen. Inside. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
Successful trip there. Middleton running that pick and roll. He can also work as the screener when need be.
Pass to Wiseman. Out to White. Down low. Goes straight to the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. And it goes on Draymond Green.
It's so smooth in the pick and roll. Love seeing White there with the right pass.
At the line for your Clippers, Zorber. One shot.
One minute now into this fourth quarter. To the inside. And Middleton kicks to Butler. Count that one. That's now 32 points for Butler.
Well, this is one of the best two-way players in the game. Jimmy Butler getting it done offensively.
Pass to Wiseman. Outside White. Wiseman sets a screen for White. A rebound by the Jazz. Butler's got 6 rebounds in the game. Inside, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
Boy, off a great pass there. That is just a matter of finishing strong.
And here's Russell. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. You know, Doris, we know how good D'Angelo Russell is now, but how about having to play his high school team?
No kidding, Kevin. Let's just talk about the fact that he and future MVP at that time, Joel Embiid, were on the same team in high school. How would you game plan for 2 NBA players if you're another high school team? Stop it.
Free throw good, Russell.
What you love about D'Angelo Russell is his commitment to work. Though he's played for a couple of teams, this guy brings it every day.
And so Russell hits them both.
Yeah, and the work they've done at the line has been impressive here in the second half.
Pass to Butler. Right wing, it's up a 3, bangs home the trifecta. And the Jazz lead by 8.
Yeah, how about the percentage they're shooting from beyond the arc here in the second half?
Here's Zorber. There's the pick. Russell from long range. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession.
Wow, not sure what happened there. Yikes.
Goga Bitadze's checked in for James Wiseman. Donovan Mitchell's checked in for Utah. The Clippers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. White against Butler. White, good.
You'd think the defense would have the advantage against White inside, but he just outworked him.
To the middle, here's Post. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Ever since halftime, they've played precision basketball on the offensive end.
I got to believe that's something the coach talked to them about at the halftime. They have valued each possession.
And it's sent back by White.
And I love seeing White use that athleticism on defense. Great hustle to swat that shot.
Here's Waters. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist.
Way to create just enough separation to get that shot to go.
Well, to me, that's about skill overcoming size. And how about the fearlessness at the offensive end?
Now, here's Mitchell. The rebound by Bitadze. Bitadze's got his 20th rebound here tonight. Saw that coming. Pass to Russell. They set the pick. To the right side. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Mitchell. Knocked away.
Boy, another miss, but you have to say to his teammates, great job. They have picked him up all evening long.
To the paint. Green with the block.
You see the defensive instincts there. That's what makes Green one of the best.
And it's good for 2. Middleton's got the lead up to 8 now for Utah.
Gotta show more muscle to keep him off that low block.
Well, it's a couple of things here, I think. Certainly the effort, the willingness to fight, and the willingness to push him off of his comfort zone.
Waters can't get it to go.
And guys, you've heard of overpassing. Well, that shot was an example of underpassing.
Well, there's no doubt there were better options on the floor, but it certainly seemed like he had his mind made up.
And even with the big lead, he remains focused on the task at hand.
That is the competitiveness he brings to the table. Every night you're going to get great effort from him.
Here's White. That's good. It's his 7th made basket in 14 tries.
Yeah, attacking the interior is something White does well. He's crafty, and he makes good adjustments against the defense. And how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right. Mitchell against Russell. They set the pick. Outside, White. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Russell's got 3 assists tonight.
He's hit 4 now from behind the arc, 2 in each half, making an impact.
Now here's Butler. Green with a screen on White. From 12 feet out, and again it's Utah.
Some players don't love this in-between level. Jimmy Butler making that mid-range look easy.
Pass to Sorber. Outside, White. Here's Bitadze, post covering, and it's Russell in the corner. No good on the triple.
All the time in the world to get that one off.
Bounce pass, Butler. Post finds Mitchell. The Jazz working the ball around now. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
A solid passer and rebounder, but it's really scoring where Middleton shows up big. He can be just relentless on that end of the floor.
A different look for Utah. Turner comes in for Quentin Post. And it's Josh Hart in for Draymond Green. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Will Hardy said to the team. He told his guys to stay after it, to not get complacent and lazy with this lead. He wants them to keep adding to it. We'll see if they're able to do it. Guys?
All right, Allie, we thank you for that.
And the experience and consistency Middleton offers is valuable to this team. He's still such an important player.
Now, here's George. And it's Bitadze in the corner. Pass to White. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. And the shot is good from Johnson.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
Utah leading by 8. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Bitadze. Johnson left side. Great D that time for Middleton. And here's Middleton bringing it up now for the Jazz. They've led by as many as 11 points. Here's Butler. Drills the baseline jumper. Butler's got 8 here in the quarter.
In such a rhythm right now. Feathery touch. He's lighting them up.
Outside, George. Here's White. And the three off target.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room.
Clippers trailed by 10. That one falls, coming off the Johnson feet. Johnson's got 4 assists in the game.
How about these big shots for him in the fourth? He has been locked and loaded offensively.
How about that? He's 7 feet tall, and Miles Turner, because of that ability to move in any direction at any moment, is a big-time problem inside.
Now here's White. Clarkson on the wing. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's on Jimmy Butler.
Third team foul. At the line for your Clippers, Jordan Clarkson.
Free throw good. Clarkson.
Yeah, Jordan Clarkson, one of those spark plug guys. You know you can put him in the game, and if he's got it going, he can ignite an offense.
And Utah making a change here. Richardson's checked in. Now here's Hart. It's Mitchell with the tray.
It took a long time for him to get that first triple. Let's see now, though, if he can get going.
Clarkson up top, covered by Mitchell. Mitchell hits down the rebound. Jazz leading by 12. It's Turner, high post. Bataze's there. Richardson outside. Hart fires. Clarkson pulls it down. And here's Clarkson. He brings it up for the Clippers. And the layup is off. Utah has gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Basket is good.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
And Jordan Clarkson is going to pick up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second team foul.
It's a 14-point game. Al Hart. Paul George with the steal.
That's just phenomenal defense. The defense feels like it's all over the place and knows exactly how to guard it.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
Mitchell.
Oh, that's unbelievable. Well, why did Donovan Mitchell win the dunk contest? Case in point right there.
Let's see the connected cam angle on that stunning play, brought to you by AT&T. Clippers shooting about 47% here in the fourth. Now White, outside George. No problem with the wide open J.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for the Jazz.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
And so that moves their record to 11 wins on the year.
And they've taken control of the season series. This brings them to 2-0 with 1 game left against this squad.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Jimmy Butler.
Boy, his defense is what stood out to me. There was a no-fly zone around this guy all night. He contested every shot in his area and sent a few back.
Paul George missed on the 3. And so it's Utah easily grabbing the win. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
Please have a seat.
Terrific job, Allie. Thank you so much. That was enjoyable.